Right here, after 2 years of chipping by drugs, here near my house, here in the cafe The Wines of Moldova, we sat with guys and sold drugs. We made them at night, and then all the day we sold them. What about police and managers of this cafe? Everybody knew, and while we paid them, everything was okay. And when we stopped paying, the police came and arrested. But money solved this problem very quickly. And then we changed the place of our trade. It was profitable for them to have us as clients. We always bought drinks and tea, and those who came to buy drug were the constant clients of them. It was always crowd here. People from different regions of our city came here to buy drugs, because it was always available, mostly opium and ephedrine. 3-4 drug dealers were always here, and like at the bus station when people in bus and in turn the buses leave the station, in the same way, in turn, people bought the drugs. We chipped behind the cafe. Here was a special tube to wash the syringes. It was real drug den here. Police came here. It was officially known place. A drug becomes irreplaceable companion of life when a man gives it freedom. It sits inside as ineradicable evil, as true friend which gives oblivion and renunciation of outer problems. But after the long way along the road leading to the hell, when a person meets a problem face to face, and there is nobody to help, and there is nothing to take from his flat or to steal anywhere, it's time to realize properly the phrase, "You must pay for everything." Then we had problems with the police. We had no more money to pay, and one evening a friend of mine came to my place. I look, he's somehow depressed, and I had to bring some food to my daddy, who was working as a driver. And I said to him, "Look, I have something to smoke now, and I'll bring food to father, and then I'll come to you, we'll smoke, and then we'll look for something more serious." I had no time to give the packet with food to Dad. One boy came up and said that Andrew, my friend, committed suicide, fell from the roof of the block of flats. I was about to beat him for these words, but another guy said that it was true, that the body is behind the house and there is a police. I left all my bags and rushed there. Andrew's body was still warm. I couldn't believe it. He was my best friend. He was covered with a sheet. I also several times tried to do overdoses, but nothing happened. Perhaps God's will was for me to live. My friend had a good family. He was more healthy and more honest. I taught him to chip, but a drug in exchange of fragmentary pleasure takes away the health and financial prosperity, deprives of the work and trust of the relatives. The contact with criminals causes inevitable problems with the police. Existence like this can continue till the very end if it won't be stopped. I have nobody to blame. I am responsible myself for the damned choice I made kneeling before drug like before God. And this God stole a considerable part of my life, buried many plans and dreams of mine, and was very close to kill me. Exactly like it's written in scriptures, the enemy of human soul came to steal and to kill. Break hopelessness by faith, despair by prayer. Heaven gives strength with abundance to win in storms and struggles. Maybe it's impossible to find the answer and you can't see the way. There is one exit from any blind alleys to the throne of God. At the Church of Kind Changes, during 5 years, the Priazovsky Center of Rehabilitation Transformation functions. There, injured spiritually and physically, drug addicts find their salvation and faith. For the period of the work of the center, about 300 people who were at extremal level of drug addictions passed through the course of rehabilitation. Young people and people of mature age are very grateful to those who at the proper time and at the proper place turned out on their way and showed the exit. At the anniversary which took place in the 11th of June, First of all, those who successfully passed rehabilitation in Chervonoe village came, and also in the branches of the center Demyanovka village, the cities Alexandria, Yanakievo, Tikhoretsk. They had the reason to congratulate each other on the anniversary. The new life which the former social outcasts started gave them an opportunity to return their families, to be reconciled with relatives and friends. Today, among the former drug-addicted, more than 30 families created. Healthy children are born. The pastor of the Church of Kind Changes, Gennady Makhnenko, recalled how the social project started. When it was clear that Mariupol girls and boys die because of drugs and the narcology can't stop the inevitable process of death, and that family society don't need these people anymore, the decision to organize Center of Rehabilitation was made. The first donation of the parishioners of the church helped to buy the house without a roof in Chervonoe village, and the work started. And today, after 5 years, it gave good fruits, and those who started it intend to continue it. The words of gratitude were expressed to those who work and serve in the center by the mayor of Mariupol, Yuri Khatlubey, who was present at solemn event. He pointed that the problem of drugs is very actual for our city, and that the good deeds which the church does helping drug addicted to find the only right exit is a tremendous contribution in the solution of this problem. We will struggle with drugs in our city. We'll work in the direction to stop this evil. We'll struggle with drug addictions as with phenomenon, as with disease social, requiring constant attention. We'll think how to find the possibility to give separate building for this work. I want once more to express my words of gratitude to those who work in this center, to those who help people, and to you, my dear friends. I wish strengthening of spirit, happiness, health, and prosperity to you, your children, your families. We are very glad for you that you found the strength to win this awful disease and to become people of full value. We are proud of you. To get to Pryazovsky Center of Rehabilitation, you should make the most different choice in your life, to have a willing to live another life, to believe in the wonderful power of God's healing, and to realize that it's time. In the center, the former drug addicted has their special schedule: to read the New Testament, to pray, to listen to the sermons, and to pray again. The healing comes at the spiritual level, and a person under rehabilitation never turns out alone face to face with his problem. Everybody is taken care of, and the servants of the center completely understand them. I didn't believe, of course, that I can be set free of drugs, but I came here past the 3 months course of rehabilitation, and here Lord blessed me to serve other people. I have been serving here for more than 9 months already, and 4 months ago God gave me a wife. I got married, and now we serve the Lord together. God is alive, and today He is ready to stretch His hand of help and salvation to each one who comes to Him. Guys, don't lose heart. A man can't help, but for God all is possible. How long would you cheap or drink, and wherever you are, God is ready to help you today. The course of rehabilitation lasts from 3 up to 6 months. It depends on the condition of the person. The main thing for us is for the man to grow spiritually, for his principle to change, those principles which were cultivated by this world. And then a person gets the full freedom of drugs. Our slogan, to save those who are predicted to die. It's our aim. We work in this direction because today the problem of drugs occupied Ukraine. The center lives by its own laws. At the first month of rehabilitation, to get out of the territory of the center or to go to the city is forbidden. If a man didn't violate the regulations, he can get out of the village accompanied by an employee, mostly to the worship service in the church or to see his family. Besides the prayer, the rehabilitation foresees the work therapy. There are many agricultural works in the village, and besides, the center has its own economy. Hectare of the earth, some cows and bulls, 8 piglets, hens and dogs, and a marvelous horse. The work therapy is one of the most important factors of the rehabilitation. A man learns to earn a living himself. Now the Church of Conscientious bought for the center 3 more houses in the village, because the one is no more enough. But the biggest need is in the prayers of the church, because the economy and the social work is being widened, and all these need more investments, and the support is really necessary. Besides, the center has its branches in the cities Alexandria, Yanakiva, Torres. The missionary work started in the city of Tikhoretsk, Russia. The work is being developed. The drug addicted become normal social individualities, start new life full of faith and hope. We want to show this world that the church is people who are courageous, strong, those who can say no to sin, can sacrifice their time and abilities to help other people to be saved by God, for the families to be restored and children to be born, and in the whole, for the joy to be. Valery and Natalia is an official family today. It was time when their conduct was corrupted. Valery was drug addict for 21 years. I was under treatment in a psychological hospital 5 times. My blood was replaced, but nothing helped. I couldn't give up chipping. I chipped greedily. A normal man would die. They lived together for 5 years. Natalia chipped during all the period of pregnancy, and there was a drug den in their flat when their son was growing. Husband thieved, like according to the script writing, life was rolling down. The relatives didn't accept them. To satisfy their organism full of drugs, they chipped with any trash. The doses were huge. Often the believers came to them. They started visiting the church, small groups and Bible school. Then they passed the course of rehabilitation, Natalia in Chervone, Valery in Demyanovka. We got this freedom in Lord by prayers, by work, and with our obedience. Today, Valery and Natalia and their little son live another life. They have dream and hope for God. I chipped for 21 years. I couldn't find the salvation. Only God can release. And we must give up the sin when we come up to the cross of Christ.